Johnny Fontana, Half Amazing TV, back with another tutorial, and I hope you guys are starting to see the connections, right? Starting to see how I'm painting a picture. We first started off with tutorials, right? Then we got into mixes. Then we got into the vlogs, right? Into the culture. Then I gave you a tutorial on how to edit tracks, right? Now, guess what? I am going to give you a tutorial on how I make my intros, right? To my radio shows, my podcast. Now, it's very crucial. It's very important that we keep this in mind. We are DJs. I'm going to repeat that and say it one more time. We are DJs. Pardon my French, let me speak Italian. We are DJs, right? So we have a lot of guys out here who are, doing all they can to produce and, I got my new track and, I've been busy for the past 3 months and locking myself in the dungeon and creating music. All right, fine. But the problem is that there's so many avenues within DJing that a lot of people are not exploring, whether it be radio DJing, whether it be DJing for stadiums, right? DJing for, various events, okay? But a lot of us are not pursuing that. We're thinking, I'm going to make beats and this, that, and the third, where you haven't exhausted the DJ pathways, right? And this is what we're talking about today, the lost art of the DJ intro, right? So I'm going to show you today how I've created my intros, right? Simple, just taking samples, using voiceovers from a friend of mine from Jersey, and he basically does all my voiceovers, and I put everything together, right? I piece everything together in terms of the effects, the voices, the acapellas, the music. I just put everything in there. And I also do some EQing, do some delaying, some panning from right to left, right? And then from there, I finalize everything. I master everything. I compress everything and get that nice loud sound, right? I also got some voiceovers from people like Patrick M., Roger Sanchez, Eric Murillo, to do some voiceovers, and I put them on the intro. So again, right? I think this is a lost art, and if you can see you'll see the parallels between this and what I did before, right? And it's all DJ based, right? Exhausting our paths and our directions as DJs. Now, I'm gonna give you a little secret. This is primarily for those who live in and around the Vegas area. I've told you before, I work for a event management group, right? And while I was there, I was talking to this one dude, older guy in his late 50s, and he was like, yeah, I was on last night on the radio, and he does electronic music, and I'm like, whoa, back up. What are you talking about, bro? He's like, yeah. And this guy, he's not someone that you would normally think is a DJ or someone who does electronic music or even just gets on the radio. And I'm like, whoa, because I'm just like, I'm not understanding, like, how, like, what, like. So apparently he's on a radio station. It's nonprofit. I'm not going to reveal because I'm not going to reveal my sources, and he told me about the programming, how you go through 3 weeks of training, and you don't get paid for it, but you get your time slot, and he has a time slot, and I'm like, whoa, this is like, it's crazy to me, because if you were in New York, in Miami, Atlanta, Chicago, like DJs would be like fighting to get this stuff on the spot, even if it's for free. But the fact that you get training, right? And then you get to be inside of a studio and pick your own music in Vegas, and nobody hears this or nobody's doing it. Nobody's like busting down the doors to take advantage of this. But guess what? That's why I'm making these videos, because I'm here to tell you that a lot of these DJs don't know whether they're coming or going. Like, they have no clue. They have no idea. Remember I told you in my other video, I was in DC telling other cats about different clubs that they didn't know about. Right? So now again, I'm here. I'm telling DJs in Vegas, yo, there's an opportunity for you to be on radio, for you to interview other big DJs that come down and do all this kind of stuff, but yet you just messing around. Like, there's opportunities, but people are just not looking for them. So anyway, you best believe, I got all the contacts, so I'm going to send out my emails and, see how things work. But again, it's about putting in that work, the DJ work, not the producer work, the DJ work, right? So anyway, let's get on with this tutorial. Not really a tutorial. I'm just going to show you each track on itself, and then from there I'm going to play for you the intro along with my voiceover introducing the radio show. And also let me know, I'm thinking about coming back again on YouTube. I'm being sponsored by 99 Vegas, and they want me to start the radio show. I just haven't had the time yet, but let me know, what do you think? It's going to be a half hour and basically introduce the top five tracks for the weekend, the power plays. So it's going to go from the power play in deep section, power play in like peak hour, power play in main room, power play in after hours, just like a good range so people can, DJs can have a good understanding of the different selections for different times of the night. So let me know what you think. Leave the comments down below. And let's get to it.
Música dance sin parar.
Con el mejor sonido.
Digital.
Underground people unite. Underground people unite.
I'm here to spread love all over the world. I'm here to spread love all over the world. Right here, right.
This is your official start of the weekend. From Washington, D.C.
Kicking it live in the big city for one time. Kicking it live in the big city for one time.
I want you to reach down, way down in your soul.
We've got the respect for the DJs in the house.
Back when we would dance to the music and listen to what the DJ had to say. Just let it all go and give up the funk, 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 funk.
Música dance sin parar.
Con el mejor sonido.
Underground people unite.
Official start of the weekend.
Educate the people through this thing called house.
Washington, D.C.
Kicking it live in the big city for one time.
I want you to reach down, way down in your soul.
We've got the respect for the DJs in the house.
Back when we would dance to the music and listen to what the DJ had to say. Just let it all go and give up the funk, funk, funk.
Hi guys, this is Patrick M from Stereo Production and you're listening to Dance Tunica.
This is Roger Sanchez. Get ready to blast off.
Hey, what's up? This is Eric Gorilla from Subliminal Records.
New York to Paris. Live from Washington, D.C. This is Dance Tunica with Johnny Fontana.
Ladies and gentlemen, turn up the dial. Dance Tunica is now on your radio. It's the official start of the Ibiza weekend. And I'm your host, Johnny Fontana, turning things up for the next hour. I am back for a special Ibiza opening broadcast. So stand by because we have lots in store for you along the way with a few massive classics in the making. And of course, don't forget the Final 30 with a special talented DJ from Luxembourg, DJ Studio, so stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, let's kick things off with the massive summer breakout tune by Rufus. It's called Inner Bloom with the legendary Sasha on the remix. It's the official start of the weekend. I'm Johnny Fontana. Let's go.
Es lo nuevo. Es lo nuevo.